Welcome to this Type 61 replay. I'm platooned up with Wheezy Causal and Diesel's 19 from F15, and we're here on Fjords to see what we can do. Now, this video will be special in a sense because it will be a double helping of Type 61 gameplay. I will show another replay after this one as well. And the reason for that is that while I really like this tank, I haven't actually been able to upload a replay up until now for it because I haven't been able to get an Ace Tanker badge on it, which is quite surprising. To be honest, I was surprised by that, but it seems that people that play the Type 61 actually do really well in it for some reason. So maybe the Type 61 is played more exclusively by good players, and part of that might have to do with how you play this tank and its strengths and weaknesses, because it's a really nice tank if you use the gun depression, because it's a ridgeline warrior. It's a bit like the American tanks in that respect, but the difference is that this tank actually has a gun which is useful because it has 268 penetration on tier 9, which is more than enough to go through practically anything. It's basically the same gun as the Leopard PTA, but you get a way better rate of fire, you get better gun depression. The tank is not as mobile as the Leopard PTA, but then again you don't have the massive ammo rack weak spot on it, and the turret armor actually it can bounce, and you've got 10 degrees of gun depression, which the Leopard PTA and tier 9 does not have. So at this point, Wheezy and me decide to go for this T-54, and because he has the armor, I'm wanting him to soak up the damage, actually, but he gets really unfortunate that the T-54 keeps tracking him. Now part of that is due to his angling, but part of it is just the T-54 being ridiculously lucky in this respect, and unfortunately Wheezy gets taken out, so it's just me and Dizzles left, and Dizzles is in a 1390, so I have to try and preserve his HP. So I'm taking the shots here at this point, and we take out this Tiger too, and now it's back to the middle because there's a massive amount of tanks there that need to get taken out, and now the T-54 is calling it Dizzles a gold. Then again, Dizzles has 175 penetration on that gun, which is a bit unfortunate in this engagement. So there we go, killed the Type 59. And let's see what other targets we can shoot. So T-49 there. My shot finds a target, but not before the T-49 gets a chance to kill our T-54, which is a little bit unfortunate. Always nice to have that one. And here you see 268 penetration at work. Go straight through the turret of that Centurion, because we don't need that guy. And now this WZ-120 decides to be a hero, so take him out. That's the other nice thing about this gun, 390 average damage, 420 roll, and he's not feeling too well at the moment. So take care of the Yak Tiger. And now we've got the T-49 left. He was last spotted on that side of the ridge, so I decide to get these spotted first. And then I decide to move up. The team doesn't seem to be interested in engaging that T-49, so I'll decide, heck what, I'll go for him. I've got 1300 health still. I get spotted, so I start to maneuver. I think the T-49 is on the left, so I bang to the right. And I get hit for 917 by the T-49, which was in this bush. He actually got up here without being spotted, and my damaged turret misses the shot, but I ram him to death. So that's one of the huge disadvantages to this tank over the American ones, for instance, especially when going hull down. This tank practically has no armor. It's effective against HE, obviously not on the side, but all in all, your armor will not save you. That's, I guess, why it's being played by more skilled players, why the requirements for the ace tank are so high, because you have to play this like an American tank in a sense, but you have to be careful to not expose too much of your tank because you're really vulnerable and you've got this massive cupola on the top. Although, frankly speaking, I rarely have people firing into that because when you keep moving over ridges, it's still a small target when you use a maximum gun depression though, and it's rounded, so you could actually get some bounces off it. But I play this tank, I really like it, and I think it's really sexy. So at first I'll show you the results of this match, and then afterwards you get to see the second match and the results of that one after that. So yeah, see you in a short bit. Welcome to the second Type 61 match. I'm still platooned up with Dizzles 19 and VZ Corzel from F-15s because this match was played on the same day actually. As you can see, the last match was a first class match, which first class badges I've gotten loads in this tank, just never the ace tanker badge. I don't know why, I hope to get it before I elite this tank. But I might actually keep the Type 61 because as a tier 9 it's a really good tank. It's got a really nice rate of fire, good gun, nice gun depression, nice mobility. It looks sexy, and it actually, due to it being a tier 9 and only seeing +1 tier, it actually is quite fun to play. So yeah, I think this will be one of the tier 9s that I'll keep, and I'll just transfer the crew to the STB1 and put a fresh crew in this. I kept the STA1 as well, but now that I've got the CDC and some other tier 8s, I'm actually going to sell that one and put the crew into this one, because this one is actually in randoms fun to play as well. So we're here on Swamp, and let's see what we can do. So first poke around this corner, see if something's coming, and there we go. 268 penetration, ding off the side of the T-34, but then again the angle was a little bit extreme, so that might explain why. T-34, T-29. But he puts his front to me, so it's relatively easy to put a shot in. So kill him. Now this is a T-34, and he's deciding that he's going to be a hero and try and attack me. So put a nice shot into him, dodge behind the building before he can fire back, wait to be reloaded, he fires, and I pop out again and shoot into the ground, because that's one of the other things about this gun, which is pretty much the same for the STB one. I played that on the test server. This gun, while it aims nice, quite nice and fast, and has really nice dispersion values, when you fire it, it's a bit of a potato gun in the sense that the shells still go all over the place. It's something peculiarly Japanese in this game, that the guns, while they've got really nice accuracy, actually are not that suited for sniping, because the shells just fly high, low, left, right, but never where you aim them. So this is looking quite good on this side. We are waffle stomping the enemy team and getting a bit of a pile up here. Yak Tiger over there. Put a shot in his front plate. Move up and try to get behind Dizzles because he's got the armor. And then move further up, all the way. Put a shot in, keep driving. And then we have another T-34 there. So again, putting a shot into the ground. Don't want to hang around and receive 400 damage off him. So just waiting for my reload. Moving up again. He moves out backwards. I fire a shot. Unfortunately, I probably shot the gun mantler there, and I received the 400 damage. Put another shot in. Mercy roll. And then we have this M103 over there. So casually track him up in the air and receive all tracking damage. He repairs his track, so we receive no tracking damage. And now we see on the minimap that our team is being waffle stomped on the other flank. So I decided to go back, and the reason for that is that before this match happened, we played another match exactly on this same map with the same tanks, and we were outcapped because the enemy put one tank in the cap, and one of our best players apart from us actually decided while standing in K6 that he wasn't going to decap, he was just going to try and farm damage on tanks in the middle, so he effectively lost us the match. And at this point I'm thinking, not on my watch, I'm going back. Even if I have to receive 1,000 or 2,000 or 3,000 damage, I'm going to actually decap. So I'm still being a bit careful though, because there's a T-54E1 in the game, and that thing can output retarded amounts of damage in a short period of time, especially on this tank because I haven't got armor. So I'm being a bit more careful, and they have potato gun again. But the T-54E1 apparently charged right across the middle of the map, and he's not interested, he's going to the other side. So 2 tanks in the cap now, and in the background you can hear the cat scratching at his toilet door. Sorry for that, but yeah, he's digging a nice shallow grave for the turd. But I'm deciding, oh nope, we're not going to lose like this. So luckily someone manages to put shots into that KP1S, tracking him, because he didn't take any HP damage, but the cap was put back a bit, but I know the other guy has all the cap points. So I'm not focusing on the KP1S, I was looking for him. So put a shot in on the 1 second of being outcapped and basically save the match. So put another shot in, 268 penetration, that's a comet, and no damage. So yeah, potato gun. Another shot into him, and there we have the KP1S. Put 400 damage shot in, he puts a 400 damage shot in as well because he's firing HE, and my tank doesn't like that very much. So there we go, saved the match with 1 second on the clock, getting Defender medal and also getting Confederate because I managed to shoot pretty much everyone this match. Yeah, armor doesn't hold up that bad much. I can't see the HE penetrations, but those are from the Comet. HE was probably wafted either into my cupola from the side when I was engaging the Comet and then frontally. So yeah, got a little bit unlucky in the end with the HE damage, but then again, I can't wait for this tank to actually be implemented in HD. It's just such a nice tank. I mean, as a tier 9, I've got experience in the past. I've played the E50, but that was way like 3 to 4 years ago almost. So the only tier 9 experience I've got at the moment, medium tank wise, is the T54, which I'm actually grinding. But this tank, for me, is better than the T54 because I don't need to load premium ammo in it, because it's just got a really amazing gun, nice gun depression. You don't have the neutral armor that the T54 does, but then again, it takes more skill to play this tank successfully and come up on top, but it has all the potential to do so. So this match, while I actually got Defender and Confederate and did pretty much the same damage as the last match, this was a second class, the first match was the first one. The first match I had 1100 something basic speed, and this was, I think, 1,000 or slightly more. You'll have to see in the results in the end. But yeah, still no ace tanker for me on this tank. But I really love playing it. I've played it for like 150 battles or more. I will probably keep it. It's a really good tank for randoms. It's fun to play. It's got really nice stats, really nice way of playing. And I hope you enjoyed it as well. If you did, feel free to rate the video, subscribe to the channel, and see you guys next time.